Okay, I did a review of this. To start off, let me say I gave it an A-. I thought it was excellent to an extent. It's a well-made beer. It's aged in whiskey barrels. It's got a touch of rye in it. No problem, okay? I mean, it's very good. I took no real issue with it. The only issue I took with it is that it's $4.99 a can. It's like, wait a minute, this thing is $4.99 a can. It's like really strong to drink. The drinkability is low, frankly, and you know, it's kind of like, it's got that woodiness, that rye. You say, yeah, but that's just not for you, barrel aged. That's true, it is not. I'll be the first to admit. So I had this Icehouse Edge, and I said, let me go to Matherns. You know, I bought a 4-pack for $2.99. $2.99, not for a can, a 4-pack. Okay, so $2.99, $4.99. Now you're gonna say, yeah, but that's swill bum juice, and this is a wonderful craft beer from Finch's. You know, maybe so, maybe not so. Yeah, I'm just showing these because I have the collection and they're cool to look at. And I have candles because this is like behind the music. I have some Manda Hot hog head cheese. I gotta put something in my stomach. I cannot just drink all this high gravity stuff and not, I mean, it's not a good idea. And I have this Country Castle Limburger cheese. When you're drinking these high gravity beers here at close to 10 a.m., it's good to get some food in your stomach because you can run into some real problems real quick. I mean, you probably wouldn't run into problems with that Finch's because it's so chewy and overly sweet and undrinkable that you just wouldn't drink too much of it. The Edge, you could drink a lot. It's pretty smooth from my recollections, and it could put you on edge. So, all right, let's go. I had this in the freezer for a little bit. This was introduced about 5 years ago. This is about 3 years ago. Okay, the Finch's. So, put it in this little Anheuser-Busch tasting glass. I know Anheuser-Busch. Well, maybe that is appropriate with all the buyouts. I mean, I'm a big time. I drank a lot of Icehouse. I drank a lot of natural ice. Miller High Life Light. Yeah, people are asking, what's your regular beer? I don't really have a regular standby beer or a go-to beer, as people call it, go-to beer. But I do drink stuff because a lot of, you know, so-called cheapo lagers because they're a good price and they're enjoyable. Okay, so obviously this is going to have a thicker head. This is not. This one had that kind of buttermilk head. It's that murky. They say it's a red beer. It's more like a, it's kind of reddish. It's more like tan, like you would call tan or burnt sienna if you're looking at Cradles. This is your stereotypical American gold, white head, stark white head. And by the way, somebody put a clickbait on Facebook about the top cheap beers. I don't remember. It was Washington Post. Yep, the Washington Post. And they were ranking the top 10 cheap beers, and number 1 was Genesee Cream Ale. I would put Schlitz, the regular Schlitz, above that. They had Schlitz number 3, tied for number 3. But Genesee Cream Ale is definitely a good deal if you ever find it. Okay, let's get some of this Limburger from Country Castle in Wisconsin. So man, hey, we got Wisconsin beer, or at least maybe from Wisconsin. But the headquarters of Plank Road Brewery is Wisconsin, right? We got some Chicago beer from the great state of Illinois. All right, if you like barrel aged, hey, if that's your thing, then, you know, sing. I mean, enjoy it. Now, people might say, you are really, and I read these comments on Facebook, people are so serious, like, how dare you say that? It's like, wait a minute, we're talking about beverages, okay? We're talking about beer. Don't take it so seriously. We're not talking about the future of mankind or the future of America, okay? It's a beverage, it's beer, it's drink, drink and have fun with it. Don't be so uptight about it, okay? Just chill out, man. Okay, this one smells so pleasant. It's a beer that smells like, well, beer, which these days is considered a detriment. You'll read comments, it just smells and tastes like beer. Okay. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. You want to get it ice cold. I had it cold. I'm letting it warm now. Let's go with this. I find lagers tend to be a little smoother from the get-go. Notice I said tend to be. This one smells better than that one. As far as the flavor, I mean, this one's going to have a little lighter body and a crisper finish, but they're the same ABV. Still pretty chewy and strong. I mean, it's like, I don't know how you can drink too many of these edges. I mean, I like them. Like Natty Daddy. This might be a little smoother than Natty Daddy. But, you just start drinking and you're spilling beer and you're licking your hand, your palm. But really, this one warms, it improves. This one warms, it becomes ghastly. That's not one being better than the other, it's just two styles and how you want to approach them. Ice cream you want cold. Spaghetti and meatballs you want warm. Hot, even. Now which one's better? Tell you the truth, it's pretty much a tie. It's like they're both really good. This one is more favorable to me because it doesn't have barrel age. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, and by the way, we can't get this in Louisiana. They tried selling these little stubbies, 6 packs for $4.69 a 6-pack at Dormax, and me and maybe one other person bought it, and it was cut after about 6 months. Not to mention though that they never promoted it. And I go to Tallahassee, Florida, and buy the fool out of these bottles, and it may be the case that this label is still in existence, concurrent with this throwback label. From what I understand, they could be both available, but whatever, it's the same product inside. Now, I would rather have Icehouse than any of these. The regular old 5.5% Icehouse. Okay. My second choice would be this. I don't know why Icehouse wasn't on that top 10 list, but these things are clickbait. I mean, they're just, garbage articles. Interesting, but, garbage. These two is a tie. I don't typically drink 8% beers. They're too strong for me. I don't find them particularly enjoyable. I drink them, but, they're just too strong, too alcoholic, etc. So a tie, both well made, both have good quality control, quality standards, etc. But hey, this is $2.99 a 4-pack, and this is $4.99 a can. So I think you can pretty much figure out which is the better option. Although you'll probably see Icehouse Edge before you ever see that. I don't know if you'll ever see that. I checked their website, it's not even listed on the website anymore, so it could have been a one-time situation. how sweet it is. And some people have commented. They said, you talk about Icehouse Edge. I've never seen it in my town. We just cannot get it. Yeah, I understand that. It's sort of like a regional beer, similar to St. Ides High Gravity. People ask me all the time, hey, when do you reach for a St. Ides? And I tell them never, because it's not sold in Louisiana, and it has not been since around 1998. We used to get Steel Reserve 8%. That was cut in 2003 and replaced with Steel Reserve 6%, which is $3.99 a 6-pack at Walmart. Best deal you can get your hands on, believe me. The 8% beers we get is the Icehouse Edge, excuse me, the Hurricane High Gravity, which is typically sold in the 40-ounce bottles, the 25-ounce cans, and the 12 packs or 12-ounce cans that you can find at certain stores no longer here in this town, and 6 packs of the 16-ounce cans. We get the Edge, which is only sold in the pint cans, 4 packs, and the 24-ounce cans, singles. We also get 8%. Okay, I'm trying to think. Things are starting to fade. Cognitively. Edge, Hurricane High Gravity. I know there's another one, but you may have to hit me up in the comments or message, because it's starting to slip. Things are starting to slip. So, all right.